This is an episode where we are looking back, and I've told you in the past that when we are doing re-releases, that I try to make sure that there's kind of a method to the madness, that there's a benefit at this particular time to hearing an episode that we've already recorded. This week's episode is not as much about a benefit as it is a tribute. So if you are someone who's listened to this podcast for a long time, you have heard the name Courtney Hale. Courtney is someone who I was introduced to by my wife shortly after we got married. And there are very few people I've met like post college who have become like family to me, probably a handful of people. And Courtney is one of the first in that handful. I consider him like a brother. I love him and I love his daughter Ever. And at the time that we did his My Money Story episode, they were coming off of a tremendous loss. He had lost his wife, Tia. Ever had lost her mother. And we highlighted a good bit of their money story, how they had triumphed through trials and found joy through those tribulations and moved forward. We also talked about the fact that Ever had sickle cell. Now, there have been a great number of updates in their life since then. They've moved to the DC area. Courtney has added to his business. So in addition to Super Money Kids, he now also does investment courses and is on several different radio and podcasts on a national level where he's teaching the foundations of financial literacy. He has found love again with his lovely fiance, Ronnie. Ever has, transitioned to Maryland and thrived as Ever will always thrive. But the one constant has been that Ever still has sickle cell and has struggled with sickle cell for a while, valiantly so. And they decided recently that they were going to do a bone marrow transplant to heal Ever's sickle cell. And not only that, but that Courtney would be the donor. So to me, if you heard that first episode, which is what we're going to highlight today, you know that they've already been through a lot, but you also know that they've overcome a lot. This is just one more thing to add to the pile with this family. And out of my love for them, Courtney, Ever, Ronnie, their extended family, I wanted to make sure that we highlighted that story on today's episode on the eve, maybe not the eve, I need to find out the exact day of the procedure, but we'll put a link in the show notes to the post where they announced what they're going through so you can give them their love and support. He is family to me, which means he's family to the New Money, New Problems podcast. And I hope you enjoy this look back in time at Courtney Hale's money story. So before we even get started, I gave a brief intro, but what do you do?
Yes, so I am the CEO. I call myself the chief hope dealer of Super Money Kids. We design digital financial education resources for schools and youth organizations across the country.
Okay. Tell me what that looks like in terms of some of the products and solutions and the typical contract you might have. What is your day-to-day
So
look like?
our customers are normally schools, school clusters, school districts, nonprofits. We license our content to them. We deliver modules. We design them for K through 12. So we're not teaching elementary students about retirement. We're talking to money in a way that they can relate to at their age.